At night, sometimes as I think to myself, I like to imagine that I am a flame that is inextinguishable, and that inside me there is a unique purpose or perspective that is embodied within this flame, and that no matter if I become demoralized or if people tell me that I cannot do something or that I should not spend my time doing something, that this flame contains something special and unique and divinely ordained that I must pursue and that must flow forth from me. And thinking of myself in this way, not thinking of what I have or necessarily who I am or who my friends are or what I've done, but thinking about myself as a unique combination of interests and background, family upbringing, experiences, abilities, likes and dislikes. In thinking about this very particular combination, I feel that in concert, all of these things prepare me and indicate a path for me that is unique and that is wholly my own and that cannot be extinguished. This is what I mean, like you may hear someone tell you that you're not good enough or what you're doing doesn't matter, but ultimately, because of the particular combination of attributes that you contain, both from your ancestors and from what you have experienced yourself, you are uniquely positioned to do something specific. And so I think of this unique positioning as a divine gift. And for me, I think that divine gift is sight and image making. And I'm not talking about sight in the sense of like a psychic capability, which I do think sometimes the ability to see a future, a possibility of a future, is related to a psychic prediction, maybe. But I see myself as uniquely positioned to experience and see things, to see the beauty and the magic and special and unique things, to see and synthesize these things and share them out in a way that I feel like is a conduit for my understanding of this divine gift or divine energy. So I sometimes feel, and I try to remind myself, that simply making images or videos or whatever, paintings, all these things, because I am using these formats to channel my experiences of the world and the way I see things, that these outputs are an opportunity for me to share my understanding and my experience of divinity, divine gifts, divine beauty with the world. So I do think that each person has a unique opportunity to identify what their divine gifts are and to contribute those to the world in the particular specific way that makes sense for them. But I really like this idea of anchoring what I produce around the idea of being a conduit for divine beauty or sight or whatever that experience might be, whether it's a poem or a photograph or a choreography or something. I feel like if I can take the experience that I have, meaning how I experience these instances of feeling like I am seeing divine beauty or divine sensation, if I can take that and channel it into a work of art and share it, then I feel like divinity is working through me and speaking through me. And I know that obviously the idea of religion and God and morality, like these things are all very complicated, and frankly I don't even know like if I really believe in the idea of like a God who created Earth. I mean, I know I don't really believe in that, or a God who created a universe, but there is a kernel, something there, some idea of God as in maybe not a person, but some sort of energy or entity that exists in these beautiful natural interactions. I feel like there is some sort of energy, that some sort of like resonant natural energy that exists, that I like to think of as a God or as like a divinity, a source of divinity, or as a persistent divine thing that exists in the world. Like, I don't think that God needs to be this like big ultra holy, inaccessible idea. I like thinking of God or divine as something that comes in the everyday. Like, I feel like when I'm walking around and I see the sunlight passing through, like I feel like I experience divinity in moments where things align, and I feel like it's like watching doors open up, and I suddenly sense this like depth, or just I sense an energy that feels extremely potent and really like charged, and that is what I want to continue to access and share, because I think it's a very special experience. And I totally understand like people are atheists. I don't even know like what I am, atheist, not atheist, but I feel like there is a sense of magic, and that magic is what I like to talk about, divinity and God and things like this. Is this sense of magic, of being alive, of seeing beauty, of seeing things interact, light, images, movements, all these things, and feeling like, wow, like there's really an energy that comes from this. So to bring this all back to the beginning in terms of the divine gift, I think that that energy and that magic like exists in us, and for me it is my goal through my life to channel that gift and that energy, and to try to maybe not capture it because that feels almost violent, but to encapsulate it, or to experience it and share it in whatever form makes the most sense, or whatever not even makes the most sense, but just to share it and to bring other people into this feeling with me, because it is such an incredible feeling, and it feels like such an important part of human experience. So if you take one thing away from this video, I want you to think about you, like not your soul necessarily, but who you are, and envision yourself as a flame, like a little flame like this, and this flame is inextinguishable. Like even at your lowest of low points, this flame is untouched, because you have continued to retain this special, unique concoction that is yourself. Like yourself remains untouched, strong and persistent, no matter what. And I think if you kind of meditate on this idea, it can be really grounding and really encouraging.